All right, team, we have another food segment today. Now, this one is my absolute favorite dessert. It could be because I don't actually eat traditional dessert anymore. So maybe after you make it, you can tell me in the comments if I've absolutely lost my mind. We're gonna be making brownies today, all right? So we are starting with pumpkin. Now, we are starting with pumpkin because it is super duper, uber, crazy amazing good for you, loaded with fiber and all kinds of vitamins and minerals. I mean, literally all kinds, and it's extremely low in calories. So not only is this great for your overall health, it's gonna make you feel more full because it's so filled with fiber, and it's great for your microbiome because you know those little monsters like fiber, right? What was that sound? No idea. We're just gonna keep going. Okay, so we're gonna dump in a whole can of pumpkin here, and it's not sweetened, it's just flat out organic pumpkin puree. Now, if you're strapped financially with pumpkin, because it does have that really thick rind, it requires less pesticides, herbicides, fungicides. So if you cannot afford the organic, I'll give you a little leeway here. It's not the end of the world, but of course I prefer it, all right? So just pure pumpkin puree. So we start there. Now, I then take my protein powder of choice. So I like Alaya's whey protein because it's the most bioavailable. If you're lactose intolerant, you don't have to worry about lactose with whey. There's no lactose in whey. If you're vegan, vegetarian, by all means, choose your favorite protein powder. I'm not here to lecture you on that right now. We're using protein powder as a substitute for flour. So mine is grass-fed Alaya, but it is vanilla flavored. So you will want vanilla. I'm not using chocolate, and I'll explain why in about 2 seconds. It's gonna become very clear. So I'm adding my protein in, right? So I've got my grass-fed whey with branched chain aminos. Right there, big scoop, kaboom. Okay, so now I've got my fiber, my protein, healthy carbohydrates. Okay, now why did I not use chocolate protein powder? Because I want actual cocoa powder. You know what? I probably have one of these that's open, but I didn't grab it. I grabbed this one, which was dumb, and now we're gonna have a really awkward moment. Oh, never mind. Okay, so cocoa powder, unbelievably good for you, right? We could go into all the health benefits, but I mean, it's great for everything from anti-aging, immunity, microbiome. Google it, trust me, it's amazing for you. So we've got organic pure cocoa powder here, right? Nothing added, no garbage. Now, you could do, I mean, I really go for it. You could do like a quarter of a cup. Like I get in there on this bad boy. I want it to taste like chocolate, and I know this stuff is really good for me. I knew I was gonna have to leave. Okay, so I have to leave, just stay there. There's only one camera because it's just me on my phone because of okay, I'm back. All right, here we go. So I really get in there with this stuff. Like I do like heaping tablespoons. Honestly, I'm gonna do 4. Now you might be like, dear God, that's bitter. Try 3, like heaping tablespoons, okay? All right, we're closing that sucker back up there. All right, now I'm gonna do something really weird. And I'm gonna add coffee grounds to it. So it might not be good for late at night if you add the coffee grounds. But I'm doing that because I personally have been reading a bunch of studies that talk about coffee grounds and microbiome and getting all of the polyphenols and the antioxidants. So yes, we could just drink coffee. I do just drink organic coffee. By the way, has to be organic on the coffee, or please don't add it, because coffee is arguably the most sprayed edible crop in the world with herbicides, fungicides, pesticides. So organic coffee grinds, and you can use your used coffee grinds, that's fine. It's about the actual grinds, right? I want the actual fiber. So we're starting to see that people who ingested coffee grinds, mind you, it was in a larger amount, and the studies were in mice, had lower levels of cholesterol and improved their heart health and improved their body weight. So I'm giving it a shot. I forgot the cinnamon and the vanilla extract, even though I prepared for this ahead of time. So, all right. Now, the vanilla extract, like a half a teaspoon, guys. I'm not measuring it out because I'm just lazy. So just a teeny bit of it in there to give it a little extra flavor. Ceylon cinnamon is the most potent kind of cinnamon. and mine is organic again. So really great for type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, but it has a host of other benefits. I did once again pick the wrong cinnamon. And so now I'm gonna have to just pull okay, so I put to be honest, I'd put like a full half teaspoon in there because it's really good for you and I like cinnamon. So I kind of get up in it with that. All right, now you notice I've added 0 sugar thus far, right? Nada, zip, nothing. Okay, you have the option of adding in cocoa nibs, pecans or walnuts. Great prebiotic fiber, tons of micronutrients, really, really good for you. Or you can add it after the fact. I put a little bit in now, and I put a little bit in after the fact, so I'm going with pecans on this one. And I mean, you can do as much as you want. Just remember there's calories in these foods, even though they're super helpful. So if you load it with a ton of pecans, you're gonna boost the calories if you're watching your calories right now. And I put some of the cocoa nibs in there, and I'm gonna go and add them back in just because I like the texture when they're added in fresh. They're a little crunchier as well. Now this is where we go with the sugar. You have the option of doing monk fruit sweetener. I don't love it, and I find that it's mostly sugar alcohol, which isn't necessarily bad for you, but it does upset my stomach because it doesn't get digested in your lower intestine. I'm not into that personally. So I add honey. Now, I'm gonna be dead honest. You want it sweet, you gotta add like 2 tablespoons of honey. So this is Manuka honey. It's stupid expensive. You don't need Manuka honey. You can use raw honey. So let's say that's 1 tablespoon. And I'm gonna add, it's about 70 calories a tablespoon, right? So I'm gonna add 2 of them. And I don't eat this whole thing in one sitting, obviously. So, all right. Now it's gonna take me forever to stir this, which really sucks because you're gonna be so bored, which is probably why I don't end up doing these kinds of segments. So you know what I'm gonna do so you don't have to live through this and watch me kind of blend and stir this whole thing? I'm gonna give you a real candid, down to earth, my God, that looks disgusting. But this is the one I made a few days ago, so you can kind of see, like I'm actually not lying. Like it's really good. It just looks kind of gross because I've already like started to destroy it. And if you really want to go a little crazy, sometimes when it's done, I take peanut butter, crunchy peanut butter, and I put like a thin layer because that's not necessarily a health thing. It just tastes amazing. So you have an uber crazy healthy brownie loaded with fiber. Roz, we got this far, buddy, please. I think you guys know that the parrot lives in the parrot lives in the kitchen. Anyway, uber healthy brownie loaded with protein, carbohydrates, antioxidants, tons of vitamins and minerals, really, really good for you. And even though it looks disgusting, I think it tastes amazing. So try it and let me know. You can have it for breakfast, you can have it for snack, you can have it for dessert. Your microbiome will thank you. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you how to cook it. You gotta put it in the microwave on high heat for 5 minutes and then let it cool and then it'll be delicious. And so you blend it all together and then you cook it for 5 minutes in the microwave. I hope I can figure out how to spice this together. Oh. Okay team, don't forget I created this channel just for you guys. So click like, subscribe, and let me know what you want to hear more about. If it's diet, fitness, wellness, mindfulness, I'm here for you. So give me your feedback.